Hello guys, welcome to Viva Barca, welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, and welcome to the home of every Barcelona lover. Guys, in this episode we are going to be discussing on something very important and very interesting as well concerning our transfer activity so far this summer. Truth be told, we haven't had the best of transfer activity. Of course, Laporte have succeeded bringing in Aguero and Eric Garcia, and just last week, after losing out on Wijnaldum to PSG, it came as a big disappointment to many supporters. So in this episode, I want us to focus on the defensive aspect, and I want us to discuss on 3 centre-backs Barcelona should look at, to reinforce their defense. This might be my own opinion, and I'd really like you guys, to drop in your comments if you think what I'm talking about is contrary to your own idea, so that we can all collaborate. So in this episode, we'll be focusing more on that. Then also, we'll be discussing about the futures of Dembele and ilaix Moriba, as it has been reported that Barcelona are set for key contract talks with both of them. So we'll be elaborating more on that as we progress. So guys, if you're new to this channel, please endeavor to click on that subscribe button below, and also ensure you watch this video right up to the end so you get all the details of these stories you won't want to miss. Preventing the opponent from scoring a goal is just as imperative as actually scoring a goal. Football isn't a game that is decided by the attackers. The defenders are just as, if not more important. In recent years, Barcelona has been disastrous in Europe, and why the factors that have led to this are plentiful. Now, the lack of quality centre-backs is quite possible the most prominent one. Gerard Piqué is a Barcelona legend and one of the most decorated centre-backs of all time. However, it is no secret that his age has caught up with him. 3 years ago, Samuel Umtiti was a quality player in the making, but following a series of injuries, the Frenchman is a shadow of his former self. The other Frenchman in defense, Clement Lenglet, isn't the worst centre-back in the world, but at the same time, he simply does not have the quality to lead Barcelona's defensive line. Finally, Ronald Araujo, Barcelona's Uruguay gem, has shown a lot of promise, but given that Barcelona are hoping to reclaim their title as the best club in the world, can they place all of their hopes on young prospects? Time and time again, the Barcelona management have repeated the same mistake, prioritizing signing attackers instead of quality centre-backs. With Juan Laporte at the helm once again, there have been many reports that Barca are finally looking at their backline. Perhaps this will be the turning point in the Catalan club's recent downwards trajectory. We look at 3 players that Barca should consider, for this role in the upcoming transfer window. Beginning with Manchester City defender Aymeric Laporte, a guy that at his best is one of the finest centre-backs in the world. The Spaniard has been absolutely pivotal in Manchester City's domestic domination over the last half a decade. Laporte's statistics in the Premier League are breathtaking. In his 75 appearances, City has won 62 times. The Spaniard has kept 32 clean sheets, which is a game-to-clean sheet ratio of 1:0.43. This ratio is quite impressive in a league as competitive as the Premier League. Laporte also has 175 clearances, 104 headed clearances, 408 recoveries, 291 duels won, and 0 errors leading to goals. A player who is excellent at heading and doesn't make mistakes is exactly what Barcelona has been missing. A Barca centre-half has more responsibilities than just defending. They must actively be part of the build-up. Barcelona play out from the back, and so it is the centre-backs who initiate the sequence. As one of the best ball-playing defenders in the world, he has this aspect more than covered. In the Premier League, the Spaniard averages 83 passes per game, and has recorded 321 accurate long balls. He is also excellent at picking out the perfect pass while being pressured. Not to forget, being left-footed means he automatically slots in alongside Araujo or Mingueza, replacing Clement Lenglet in the setup. In spite of how great the former Athletic Bilbao defender has been in the Premier League, it is no secret that he has been quite shaky in the Champions League. The Spaniard made costly mistakes versus Tottenham Hotspur in the 2018-19 season and against Olympique Lyonnais in the 2019-20 season. However, 2 lapses in concentration aren't significant enough to nullify Laporte's overall quality. According to many reports, Laporte is on the market. Following his injury, he lost his spot in the first team on John Stones. With Manchester City looking to generate revenue from sales and with Laporte being frustrated with his lack of playing time, this might be the best time for Barcelona to pursue the world-class defender. That said, he will not be cheap. Barcelona can and should try to cheapen the deal by including a player like Sergio Roberto, who Manchester City have shown interest in. At the age of 27, Laporte is at his absolute prime and would instantly rejuvenate Barcelona's defense. Second on the list is Matthijs de Ligt. Once in a while, a player who is fated to play for Barcelona comes around. Cesc Fabregas, Marc-Andre ter Stegen, Frankie de Jong all got the same treatment. Matthijs de Ligt is one of those players. The Dutchman is one of the best centre-backs in the world at just 21. The 2019 summer saga ended with the Ligt moving to Juventus, However, his agent made sure to include a release clause in the contract, hinting at the fact that the Ligt do not want to be in Turin for a really long time. Barcelona are apparently tracking him, and the Ligt has hinted about a preference for Barcelona in an interview while with the Netherlands national team. The Ligt is strong, fast, and he has excellent technical ability. He averages around 2.3 clearances and 1.4 tackles per game. The lack of tackles is a testament to his excellent positioning and ability to anticipate the movement of the attacker. Over the last few years, the youngster has pocketed some of the best attackers in the world, including now teammate Cristiano Ronaldo. His ability to dominate in the air is immense, and it is infrequent for him to miss a header. Moreover, the 21-year-old is a greater passer of the ball and so will be able to help the team build from the back. Currently, he averages 66 passes per game and boasts an imperative 92.4% pass success percentage. The Ligt's leadership is just as impressive as his defensive skills. He is constantly seen organizing the defense and giving orders to his teammates. At the age of 19, he captained the 2018-19 Ajax side to the Champions League semi-finals, and if not for a moment of magic, he could have been the youngest captain to ever feature in the Champions League final. In recent years, Barcelona has lacked leadership at the back, and the defenders are often caught being distracted and unfocused. The Dutchman could immediately change that, and he would most likely be the prime candidate to take up Barcelona's captaincy in the long term. The only obstacle between Barcelona and Matthijs de Ligt is his heavy price tag. He still has 3 years on his contract in Juve, and his release clause is rumored to be in the region of 150 million euros. So Barcelona could try to sweeten the price tag by including Ousmane Dembele in the deal. However, things could get really complicated. Furthermore, the Ligt playing for Barcelona at some point in time is inevitable, and so that makes us wonder if breaking the bank for him right now is really worth it. And the third reliable defender that Barcelona should look into is Jules Kounde, a 22-year-old who has emerged not only as the best centre-back in La Liga but also in Europe. Sevilla purchased the Frenchman in 2019, and since his arrival, Kounde has been a blessing for the Spanish club. In the 1920 season, Kounde led Sevilla to just 6th Europa League, and in the 2020-21 season, the Frenchman spearheaded the defense of a Sevilla that participated in the title race but ended up finishing 4th. Kounde boasts excellent technical abilities. As a matter of fact, he scored a splendid solo goal versus Barcelona in the Copa del Rey. He has a pass completion success rate of 90% and makes a 3.92 progressive passes per game, that is 84th percentile versus centre-backs, and 5.3 progressive carries per game, that is 92nd percentile versus centre-backs. He would fit in like a glove in Barcelona's system. This season in the league, Kounde averaged 1 tackle, 7 pressures, 1.3 blocks, 1.3 interceptions, and 4.23 clearances per 90. Additionally, the young gun made no errors per 90. In terms of his physical ability, Kounde is strong and fast. However, at 1.78 meters tall, the Frenchman may not sound like an ideal centre-back in terms of dominating in the air. In spite of this, Kounde has been decent when it comes to heading. Out of all the 3 options, Jules Kounde would most likely be the cheapest. According to reports, Sevilla has priced him at 60 million euros, and after negotiations, that price could come down. The Frenchman has spent 2 complete seasons in La Liga and should be well accustomed to Spanish football. At 22, Kounde has a decade of football and the very least left in his locker and still has a lot of potential to grow. Even though he is an excellent prospect, he does not have the same achievements and credentials as Matthijs de Ligt, and so Kounde's case becomes similar to Ronald Araujo's, where we must question if it is prudent for Barcelona to place all hopes on a defensive prospect. Given Barcelona's depth situation, it is highly likely that the club might suspend the addition of another centre-back to next summer. Eric Garcia has already joined the club on a free transfer, and the Spaniard is a prime case of low-risk, high-reward signing. However, if Barcelona do end up signing a top centre-back, preferably one of the 3 that we just discussed, Aymeric Laporte would be the ideal signing. It is not every day that one of the best centre-backs in the world is on the market. Laporte and his team need to capitalize on this opportunity. Regardless of what happens, Barcelona's management needs to understand that the correlation between the club's recent European humiliations and the lack of quality defenders isn't coincidental. So guys, what do you think about my opinion? Do you have something different in mind? If so, do well to let us know what you think down on the comment section. Moving on to the next topic of discussion, Barcelona will reportedly meet the agents of Ousmane Dembele and ilaix Moriba next week to discuss the futures of both players. Dembele is a pressing case with a forward out of contract next year, meaning the club will either extend his deal or look to sell, according to Mundo Deportivo. Barcelona want to extend Dembele's contract, no doubt, because they trust in his quality, but also to avoid a situation of losing him for free when his contract expires next summer. The report recounts that the club still suspects Dembele has been putting off talks because he already has offers for next year with Juventus, once again named as a potential destination. Barca will also talk to Moriba's representative on Tuesday and are willing to offer a new deal that runs until 2026 with an improved salary. Mundo Deportivo reckoned that Barca are optimistic they can keep hold of the teenager who wants to stay and will be promoted to the first team officially next season. Barca will also offer an improved salary, which will be staggered and include various bonuses. But the report still claims both parties think the negotiations will be tricky. So guys, with that we come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching and I hope you did enjoy the video. If you haven't clicked on that subscribe button, please endeavor to do so to always stay up to date with everything Barcelona here on Viva Barca. Until next time, bye bye.